All right, guys, what it is, it's your girl Cadillac. I am out here at Cypress Grove Park. I told y'all I was gonna come out here so I could chop it up with you guys. They got something going on for Memorial Day. But let's head into the park, right? Okay, so I got it like where you can see me a little bit and you can see a wide angle of my background. All right, so what it is, you guys, it is your girl Cadillac. Look at it from here. It is your girl Cadillac. I am Cadillac Dixon. I'm the Draw My Life prison wife that is so beautiful. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping, because money don't like when I don't put that in there like that, to see justice before it all fades to black. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. Anyways, we're headed into the park. Yes, that is so beautiful. Ugh. If you ever have the chance to come here, Cypress Grove Park, the minute I heard about this place, I was like, oh, it sounds nice. I gotta go. Like I told y'all last time, it was a co-worker that had told me, she was asked what she did for Mother's Day. And when she said that she went out to the park, they was like, what park did you go to? And when she mentioned this park, that is when I was like, yes, I have to go. So let's head down the street. There's cars coming in, so I'm trying to get out the way. Trying to show y'all a little bit of the park, though. I'm gonna walk through it. There's so many cars coming in. Now, first coming in, I love this canopy situation that's happening from the trees. Let's get on over on the side of the road. But the canopy situation, then if you see all behind me, that whole area that you could walk around on that sidewalk. But anyways, as I walk, I wanted to go ahead and I got some questions and answers. This is going to be my first Q&A video ever. I've never done a Q&A before. Y'all know I've been on my channel for some time now, but it's only, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get myself situated. It's only lately that my channel started like really taking off. Well, what I consider taking off, because when I first started my channel, wasn't nobody watching my channel whatsoever, right? So for me, I consider it to be taking off because people are there, people are participating, people are actually watching my videos, and that just amazes me because that's not something that I take for granted, because I've been there when nobody, not a soul but myself, was watching my videos, reviewing them, trying to figure out like, well, what is it that nobody likes? I think it was when I got to the point where I no longer cared, but because I figured evidently I'm not doing what nobody likes, so it doesn't matter anymore. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm literally just gonna be who I am in real life. And I think that's when my channel really started taking off, with the shorts and stuff like that, because I am a person that loves and adores kids and spend time with kids, and everybody's like, basically I'm the kid whisperer. Even since my little sisters, y'all know I helped raise them, even since that time, I've always been like almost like a mother figure. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the first question. The first question is, how's grandmother life treating you? Okay, that's a great question. How is grandmother life treating you? I am a grandmother. I became a grandmother at age 40 years old. I became a grandmother. For me, I think that is kind of early. Like, I didn't even realize I was going to be thrusted into grandmotherhood that quickly. There's a parking structure over there where you could park. I didn't think I would be, thrusted into grandmotherhood that quickly. When you imagine when you become a grandmother, you picture yourself being much older. Though to me, I feel every bit of 40. You don't think in your 40s that's going to be, your life. And, for me, I had been still anticipating and wanting, more children, wanting to hurry up and bring this situation with my husband to a closure, so that we can continue on and have more children and stuff like that. So eventually one day it was like money got of age. Feels like she grew up overnight. And then one day she was like, Mom, actually, I think Marcello told me, but I kind of knew. But she told Marcello first, and then he told me. Let's check out that over there. Yeah, she told him, and then he told me, because he was like, you got to tell your mother. So thank you. So she was reluctant, and you go through that whole thing that every girl goes through when they have to tell their mother that they're pregnant. But that's just life. That's a part of life. And she's not, like my sister told me, Keita, you are not the first, and girl, you ain't gonna be the last. My sister, rest in peace. But yeah, so Money had a hard time telling me. I was kind of taken aback, and I'm like, man, I really wanted her to hold off on that because I know the struggle that I went through being a single mother and stuff like that. And that was the last struggle that I ever wanted my daughter to go through. Just not even living life, just struggling to keep your head above water. Sometimes I don't know, that it feels horrible because you're like, life is for living. It is not for struggling. We're not created. Now look at everybody out there just enjoying the moments. That's what we were created for. Enjoying these moments. Y'all see the gazebo over there? This is what life is. It's not constantly struggling. It's not figuring how we're going to keep a roof over our head. It's not figuring how we're going to afford a bite to eat, to keep going each day. That is not the purpose in us being here, in existence. And I just didn't want my daughter to deal with that because that's what my life became. How am I going to feed us? How am I going to take care of us? How? More worrying about more of how than actually the why of living, right? So you get past that and it gets to the stage where you're like, okay, it is what it is, baby coming, which princess coming anyway, whether you like it or not. And it wasn't that I didn't like it. It was just, I just thought it was too soon. My daughter spoiled. And to know that, okay, now she's gonna have to let that spoiledness go, and she's gonna have to put somebody else first. My mother said the same thing. I don't think I was quite spoiled like that because I did have 4 other sisters, and I definitely did not get everything, So I didn't think I had it as bad as Money, but to go from being the center of attention to now, But now a year in, okay, so during the time that the baby, Money was pregnant, I wasn't around that often because Money had kind of, it was this stage where I was like, I have to let Money go pretty much. We weren't seeing eye to eye. I'm just trying to guide you in the right way. And it's like for a mother, when it comes that time where your guidance is seen as something else other than what it is. It's not seen as guidance. It's seen as, mother, you're trying to control my life. You don't know. It's not that way. I know best. And, usually mother knows best. Y'all remember that nursery rhyme? It was some movie. Was it Rapunzel? It was Mama Knows Best. get it from your mumsy. Mother do know best, girl. My mother knew best, girl. Even though I thought she didn't understand, and there were some things she didn't understand, but everything that she told me was for my own good. It literally was. She didn't tell me out of trying to suppress me, hold me back, or anything. She was telling me because she wanted, ultimately, and most mothers do, want a better life for their child than they do have for themselves. And that's purely what it was out of. So money, you know, you have to let them go at a certain time. You can't just hold them back. I didn't want to hold money back, so I let her go. And she went out there into the big world by herself, right? Which it was difficult because, you know, by being a single mother and raising money basically alone, like I'm single but I'm together, which I did have a viewer bring that to my attention, but I already knew that. That's why I had that song, Single Mother by Force Not Choice. Though I've stayed with my husband throughout the course of this incarceration. Oh, they barbecuing over there. I sure can smell it, girl. But yeah, even though I've am together, I'm still alone. You know, it's a weird situation. But anyways, we get past all of that, and that's when I'm like, okay, you know. So anytime that money could be around, I was there, as much as she would allow me to. It's a whole nother story time, which we're working on it with money, releasing that story whenever she is ready to. But things just didn't quite turn out the way, you know. And that truly, I'm so sorry. I think I'm getting off topic from your question, but it kind of leads into it. But that truly hurt my heart that things didn't work out for her. Because at first I was like, I have to let her go. Though she was all I had all these years, she is what got me through this wrongful conviction and through all the other trials in my life, just holding on with my girl. Y'all know we was always hanging out. We was always going somewhere, doing something together, and just the focus in on her so that it distracts from the crumbling of my life. And then one day, boom, she's gone. And it was like I didn't want to let her go, but I knew I had to let her go. I cannot hold her back in life. And to finally let her go, because I'm like, I want her to experience, you know, what I've so wanted to experience. And it would be just ultra selfish to try to hold her back from everything. So ultimately, I had to let my baby go. What kind of put us back together was that accident that she had with the 18-wheeler. It kind of put everything in perspective. Just prior to that accident she had with the 18-wheeler, I said a prayer to God where I was like, I have to just release her to you. I'm letting go. I have to let her go. And I promise you, within moments, my dad is running in the room saying, Money's been in an accident with a truck. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, guys, so they say there's houses back here, which is odd to me. But they say they're the estates. Like, who estates? Who lives in the park like that? Beautiful houses, though. But that's kind of different. That's where they were taking that, doing that photo shoot earlier last time we were out here together. Okay, yeah, so the sign says estate house parking, Grove House, park office, and picnic area. Wow. Please do not, I can't read from here. But yeah, so thank God that he brought us back together. I unfortunately, because of situations, wasn't able to go to any of her doctor's appointments. I wanted to throw her a baby shower, and I wasn't able to do that because of opposing, you know, opinions of what should be done. I offered to do a pregnancy photo shoot with money because y'all know I dabble with. Does anybody live there though? I dabble with photography. Look at that though. That's marvelous. Y'all see that house? Then let me see it. Can I even see the thing over there? The gazebo thing that they were. I don't know if we can go up there because they got the gate like that. Guess that must actually be somebody's house. But that would be weird living inside the park. That does close at 8, so how do you get in here? But let's see. I don't want to go too far. Please do not pick roses. Yeah, so I didn't even know. Oh, it's the whole garden there. I didn't know. Look at that. That's cool. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be over here. Damn, what if there's any of those little creatures? They scare me. These little statues look kind of weird too. See? To me, they look kind of crazy. They look kind of scary. But yeah, so I had to let her go. But thank God, God brought us back together. I remember listening to one Shantia Deja video, and she did a topic of the prodigals are coming home. And I promise you, right after, if I could find that video, I'll link it in the description box of Shantia Deja. And I promise you, right after watching that video, my daughter came home. Yeah, we found out what was going on, what was happening, and how, things weren't what they seemed to us. It wasn't the vision that money was portraying that was going on. And I'm like, just give me my daughter back. Baby, you can come home. You can always come home. So because of that, I was able to be there for the birth of our child. Oh, it feels like our child, our granddaughter. I was able to be there, thank God, for the birth of our granddaughter. And that was just so amazing. I have never seen a birth happen before. Of course, I was present for Money's birth, but it's nothing like seeing it. You're like, oh my freaking goodness. And then to see how little Miss Princess was and how big she is now. We're gonna go across that bridge over there. But so now we're into a whole year. It's been a year that I've been a grandmother. So at first I was like in shock. And I'm like, a grandmother? Please, I'm not even a mother again yet. How am I a grandmother? And it took a while to get used to it. It really took a long time to adjust to it and, the reality. But now I'm loving it. I am grandma. I tell her, Money's like, what you want her to call you? I'm like, she can call me OG Ma. So Money, but I wasn't for real about it. But Money playfully has her say OG Ma, because y'all know my name is the OG prison wife. So she says, say hey to your OG Ma. But yeah, look at the beautiful park out here. But yeah, so it's going good. Princess is 1 now. Want to give her all the love we can, every opportunity we can. Thank God Money is way further along in life than I was at her age. So though Money might be doing the single motherhood, one, she does have me to be there with her, and two, she is so much further along in her life. Now see, I'm gonna do a 360. Look at the park over there. Just beautiful, just miles. It's not miles, but acres and acres of just find your own little cutout here and just do whatever you want to do. They all along there over on that side. But yeah, so I'm loving it. It's like even, ooh, some creeping up on me. Even with having money, it was like for me reliving my childhood, getting to do a lot of the things that I never got to do or that I did do when I was a child, and just getting to experience them with my child. And now as a grandmother, it's going to be the same thing, like being able to experience it. Seeing money as a mother, that's very different, but I'm getting used to that, seeing her holding our grandchild. It's a lot of times that I come in when they sleep and I'll just be snapping pictures of them sleep together, which is so crazy. But you know, it's just the joy of being a grandmother. Let's see if we can see that hammock we seen last time. But so where's the path? Oh, hold on, the path comes down this way. So let's get into question number 2, because girl, you probably ain't asked for all that. But I gave it to you. I gave it to you. Okay, so question number 2. Congrats on all the accomplishments you posted lately of your family. What's next for your family? Okay, well, y'all know, if y'all been watching the channel and the vlogs and stuff, Money just graduated from college. Oh my gosh, it's still unbelievable. It is bittersweet because I'm like, dang, I just wish her dad could have been there for at least that part. And he even himself is like, I missed another one. I missed another one. And I don't want him to dwell there too long. We don't want to dwell there too long. So we have to just stay in the midst of the happiness, and just glad that, you know, our daughter is succeeding in stuff. Like even in things that we may have failed in, she's succeeding. That was just so joyous. Glad to see her happy. I want to keep her stayed on track. Do not, like me, I just hit 2 years of having my degree, and because I'm so entangled and engulfed into work, still trying to figure out how to get off the work ship and get into my own thing, that where's the hammock? I don't even see the hammock that I seen last time, unless somebody hung that up. Somebody must have hung that hammock from a tree, because they got so many trees out here. But yeah, I want her to stay on track with her dreams. Never forget about your dreams. Never put your dreams on the back burner for even a career, like a working career. If that is not your dream, it does not come first. Like I'm telling you, you will work your whole freaking darn life and never achieve what you wanted to. That's why you have to follow your dreams. And if it's her dream, she says right now it's finances and stuff like that. Build that. Don't worry about so much of, because she is still working, right? So now she as well is going to have to get off of that working 9 to 5 cycle that we get stuck in, and going to have to find a way to just get into pursuing her career and stuff like that. So we got to keep her on track with that. But very much proud of her. Y'all see my little baby Juju. Y'all see he graduated from kindergarten, which I'm very proud of him as well. My Juju seems so much like myself. He's a artist, a young artist, and I do believe we need to encourage our young artists. I do have a picture that I just took a short of this morning, showing how great he draws as a 6-year-old. He just turned 6, and I'm just so amazed by him. And you have to encourage the kids and stuff like that. Like you literally do. If the minute you stop encouraging the kid, that's when they start listening to what the world says about them. That's when they start believing some of the lies, and for us, some of the stereotypes that are put out there about us. They start believing that stuff. Like you have to always continually